put Gisela a nice outfit together and say who wore it better.
Meanwhile, we're wearing different outfits.
Who wore what's better? She's wearing a corporate outfit. I'm wearing a silk outfit. What do you mean who wore it better? Wore what?
Drinks, shots, pour up a couple. Not too much liquor, now I'm trying to see double sip drinks, shots.
The first time I had alcohol was in level, I think 100 or 200, and it was vodka. I didn't know it was vodka. It was just placed in a red cup for me, and then I was just supposed to go with the vibe. And I did go with the vibe without thinking twice. And then I got so drunk, I was puking the whole time, calling people all sorts of names. I remember I saw somebody who was with a friend of mine's boyfriend. So I was asking him, is this your girlfriend name? This girl is not even that beautiful. But yeah, it was a terrible experience. I don't know why I've not been beaten up yet. But hey, my drink of choice on a night out will always be a virgin mojito. I've ordered it so much that my friends get tired of me when the waiter comes and asks, what are you drinking? They know to order a virgin mojito for me before I even speak. So yeah. Oh, they'll have soft drinks. Or water. Water is a drink, you drink it, yeah.
Hi, Gisela.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I didn't know that.
Let's drink.
But you said hi, Gisela.
Yeah, and the way you said hi,
What
like
you
you come
say?
to meet
Hi.
some. Say hi. This is called Veuve Berry.
Okay.
Just taste it and let me see. Let me know what you think.
I like it though.
Yeah, this one is sweet.
Do you have some at home?
I'll make some for you.
Oh, stop it.
Have you ever been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Yes, this is after. Okay, so when you get to the entrance, this is after.
Okay.
After. So after made this drink for us.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about the vibe and the
I
aesthetic
love
and
this
everything?
place. I didn't know there was a place like this. So I literally just found out today. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know they had like...
Putting the bodies on. Period. You're my best friend. And I know everything about you.
Yeah.
And I feel like the audience know a lot about you. I mean, but there's this thing that is like pressing that I even want to know from your point of view.
You want to know from my point of view?
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on. You don't tell me everything.
Girl, please, you liar.
Why did you leave the podcast you were on?
Why did you leave the podcast you were on?
I've asked you. I'll answer when you're done answering. I'll answer.
It was just too much drama. Besides, I just recently found out that we are the drama. Like, we were the drama.
How?
Oh, the first episode. They said the new season is drama free, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
So, like,
Yeah.
there was just too much drama. I wasn't feeling protected by the producers. And I always felt like they put me on the... Is it on the line? Is that the phrase? They always put me out there to be, you know, pounced on
Yeah.
by predators.
Like you felt set up.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
felt like I was set up a lot. And there were a few times where I tried to control certain situations and they wouldn't really allow me because to me, it seemed as if all they cared about was the views. They didn't really care about the mental health or the people on the show. So then I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't need them.
There was a video that came. Well, they usually say it's a mistake. That's what they say. But then there was a video that I saw recently from the current like host of the show, and one of the guests' breast was showing, and then the host was pointing at the cameraman that he
Yes,
should alert
I saw
her.
that, yeah.
He should alert her, and then they still left that part in the video.
There was this episode where we spoke about Galamsey or the protest, and I had so many people coming at me telling me that I was scratching my leg because I'm a human being. I'll itch.
Yeah.
And they zoomed into that bit, and there was also another time where we were literally gossiping about somebody on set, and you were asking me who I was talking about, and I whispered the person's name.
Yeah, and they zoomed into your mouth.
into my mouth to
literally
show who I was talking about. One thing that really got to me was, you know, I get to, you have to promote your show and all of that. I don't know if you believe in the personalities or the people you are putting on the show, that's one thing. But to pay bloggers who intentionally insult them for them to trend is another thing. After we found out that, I just felt very, very out of place. Like I felt like these people, they don't really care about me, because how do you lie to your people and say that, oh, no, we are not paying this. Especially when I draw your attention to it, that this person keeps attacking one particular host, like co-host, one particular co-host, and this person keeps insulting her, calling her all sorts of names. And you people claim, Gisela, I don't even know what you're talking about. We don't have anybody like that. We are not paying anybody like that to promote their podcast. And then we later come to find out that this same person comes to announce we leaving the podcast, and it didn't make sense because who else would tell them? Also, how does this person always have the first what's it called,
The trailers before we even have it?
It didn't make any sense. So it felt like they were just always just leaving us, just throwing us out to the wolves, like leaving us in the middle of the desert without water, and it just didn't feel fair. And I felt like if I'm going to work with you and you're not thinking about me, I don't see why I should be there.
Yeah, because it's one thing for the public to come at you, but then when the public comes at you and you feel protected by the people you are around, it feels safer. But then if they start giving like, okay, the people around me are like sort of setting me up, then it's like, so me. From that podcast, like, I mean, people insult people on social media, but then most of the time it wasn't towards me. It was towards like the other host. But then 2 things put me off. 3 things actually, but the 3rd thing, I feel like it's too private when it came to our management thing. Yeah, it's too private. But then the 2 that put me off was the first one, when my outfit was up here and then they left my boobs out there like that. That one put me off. And then the second one was when you wanted to watch the episode before it came out, because at that point people were really, really on my trolling you, and then you just asked to watch the episode and they said no, and I was like, because at the end of the day, I can't, it's both of us on the show, so I was like, no, it's not nice. I was even angry than you said. I was so mad, but I think like it's a good decision.
I also feel like the way they post their snippets is so bad. For instance, the new hosts, right? The new co-hosts, the last snippet they posted, one girl was talking about her ex, and when you watch the full video, they are like far apart from each other, and she wasn't even saying anything bad about her ex, but they combined that part to make it look like she was, to the point where her ex went online to make a whole, like, it was just too much. And you are not thinking about this person's mental health. You're not thinking about how the person is doing or how the person is faring enough for it to come back and then host the show again. And I think that's just not fair. And that's the same thing they did to me in several episodes. I will say one thing and then they'll just attach it to something else and just come and post it and make it look like. And one thing that annoyed me was, there was this one time people were going off on me about the cooking thing. They waited for it to die down and they came to post a press review, a press release or something. And I was like, what was the reason for this? You could have posted it when people were going off, but you didn't. It's because you still want to trend. Oh, the views are coming in. To what end now we've left?
So basically, it's just like for mental health and self-respect.
Yeah, also I heard there was this narrative going around about they sacking us.
So serious. I feel like that is rage bait. Like, I feel like people wanted us to see that, like, because it was mostly bloggers that were doing that. I feel like they just wanted us to see that, then we'll get angry, then we'll come and reply. Like, I feel like it was rage bait. I didn't even take those. I just see something like, if you had me on show, you sack me. Don't please be serious, okay?
But do you think if we are ever called to do another podcast, you'd be willing to do that?
Unless I own it. I don't.
What if it's like somebody who is willing to protect our image and all?
I mean, I'm hosting this show.
This is my podcast.
But like it's a show, they can still throw me under the bus with certain things.
That's true.
But I'm here. I feel very protected here.
Yeah, I mean, with you and I, if somebody calls us to host a podcast to free our mind, because you know me, I don't have a filter. So like, is this something you'd be willing to do?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, unless I own it. But then, like, if I want to have a podcast again, like, I want to have it in a different direction. I feel very exhausted with interviewing, like having interviews as opposed to having conversations. Like, I like having conversations. Like, I don't want to think so much to ask you questions for you to engage. You know, there were times where we have to think about questions to ask because the people are just relaxed, waiting for us to. So, like, if I'll ever have a podcast, it will be in a different direction, like a very different direction, not something that would would be so controversial or have the people talking, like, even if the people would talk, oh, they should talk because they think like it's funny, or oh, it was educational or something, but not because of something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm so tired of that kind of thing. And it's funny that wasn't even the, like, there were episodes where we shot and it would come out and it would be like,
yeah.
like what?
Because like, wait till they okay.
Yeah, because it's like we talk about something that is so
Random
casual
stuff.
that we thought that, oh, we are just chatting.
Yeah. And
Then
then
somebody will vex, like, what's going on, man? Like, come on. Okay, I said I want to be a fourth wife, so why are you fighting? Like, I'm the one that is going to
I
be
said
the
I
fourth
won't
wife.
be acting like you want to marry me.
Like,
Bro, like,
that's why I say I'm not even do podcast again. Like, I don't even want to share my thoughts again, because when I share my thoughts, people want to fight.
they
Like,
will come at you.
it's just a thought. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I can
Oh
never.
my god, like it's so bad that even on my YouTube channel, I have people, you know, I did a video recently in the vlog where I went to visit my boyfriend, and then I was like, oh, I just woke up, I'm going to order breakfast. I ordered Tom Brown.
Yeah, I
And
saw
they
that.
were angry because I can't make, oh my god, she can't even make Tom Brown. Come and
Like-
make it for me. Like, why are you mad?
Why are you
Especially if
so
you're not going
mad?
to marry me. Like, why are you mad? And if my boyfriend is not your family member, why are you mad? That's what I don't understand.
Speaking about your boyfriend,
Oh no, let's not speak about him.
you know there's not a lot of people that will stay after whatever he went through with you.
Yeah. That's
So-
why I'm so blessed to have him.
Yeah. So does that mean you marry him? Because if you leave him right now, another thing. So right now, what do you feel stuck? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel guilt tripped into the relationship?
No, I feel like I'm not stuck. Oh, God forbid I'll ever be stuck in any situation.
Amen.
But then again, you know, my boyfriend is actually a very, very unique blessing in my life because I've experienced a partner leaving me because of a situation, because of similar situations. And I think as a media personality, one thing you need is the people you need around you should be supportive people, right? People you need around you should understand how this whole social media thing works, right? And I think I'm just lucky that I have somebody who understands that about me. And his family is also very supportive, which is very shocking.
Cheers to good men. Period.
So yeah, I think the transition has been very Princess Anne. The transition has been very, very amazing because you know how my past relationships were.
Do I
So Princess introduced me to this person, and we just like
get you friends who get you the best? But by now, the boy say, hey, you said I'm a bolo, bye bye. You because of you, they said I'm a bolo, so bye bye, I'm going. But you see, this one he started it. Do you sometimes feel like, let me post his picture and show these people that no, he's no bolo?
actually no,
You've never felt like that.
because he's not, first of all. Secondly, he's super handsome, like he's a spec. And I'm not saying this because I'm in love. Oh, Princess, you know this. You are always telling me that he's the nicest boy amongst our friendship group or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and there are a few times that his pictures got leaked or videos got leaked on the internet, everybody was saying that he's nice. So I don't feel the need to prove myself to anyone. But I do sometimes want to post him because I want to show him off because like, yeah, this is my man. That's the only reason why sometimes I feel like posting him, but not because I want to prove anybody wrong. I don't care what they say about
But
him.
why don't you post your man right now? Is it because of your other relationship? The one that made you Princess! The club. Hey, Gisela, I was posting some baby.
Wow, I thought we were best friends.
Are we? Gisela was, guys, let me tell you.
It's okay, let me explain. Let me explain my thing. So basically, I was in the most toxic relationship ever.
She was called Kutumami Princess.
Princess. I don't want to do the interview again.
Oh, like, we are not interviewing, we are
Girl,
chatting.
nobody's chatting with you. So I was in a very toxic relationship in 2019. And this person was cheating on me for like 2 years straight. And I never knew until I posted him one time on Twitter to wish him happy birthday. And then, you know, it went all out. And then people found his other girlfriend also posting him on his birthday. And then it was just a whole controversy on Twitter for like days. I think a week, in fact. It came on TV. It was all over the place. I think that's how I became popular. Or like I started this whole social media thing. And the reason why I don't post my boyfriend now is because I
I am the social media person. He is not a social media person. He has his own like life and that. And I keep saying that will apply to my children in the future. The fact that I have children doesn't mean that I should be posting them because I'm a social media influencer. I'll leave them to make the decision. Same applies to my family. Even with my mom and my sister, before I started putting them out there, I asked them, do you want it?
But you never asked me.
You're my best friend, girl. We've been in the game for long. We've been in the game for so long. And as for you, I don't intentionally post you, right? Like, it's always been a vibe with us from uni. Like, we've never really done, oh my God, we are coming to do this. And the few times that we plan to shoot videos, I do ask you on YouTube. For instance, our YouTube videos, Princess, do you want to shoot this with me? But on a normal day, if you've come to my house, and I think you are looking pretty, why can't I take a
Wow,
video?
so the days you don't post me, you don't think I
No.
look pretty?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No.
Revelations!
No,
Secrets
princess.
have been untold.
Princess, in as much as you and I are both media personalities, I also understand that you have boundaries sometimes.
Aww.
I know that sometimes you don't want me to post you, and I won't do that.
Oh,
Hey, my friend.
Yesterday, when you came to my... Guys, let me tell you, Giselle, I was very sick yesterday.
I didn't know.
And she came to my place. She came to knock on my door. I thought it was the cleaner, so I wasn't opening. I went to check the window. Giselle was peeping to see somebody's in the window. That's why I'm
That's because this girl, she's a very... when we started this whole thing, you said I hide things from you. Princess hide things from you more than air between both
I
of
don't
us.
hide things from you.
She does. Let me tell you something. Princess is she's very secretive. Like, Princess can be married and I wouldn't know she's married. Princess can, like, you know what? Let me give an example. When Princess bought her car, the one that everybody saw, she told me, yes, she wants to buy a car. But I didn't know when she actually got the car. I found out on YouTube like everyone else. And she randomly just comes to my house. And I'm like, Princess, is that a car? She doesn't even say anything about the car. She comes to check. You know, when she was moving in, she came to check the place out. She came to sit in the car and I was going to open the gate for her. And I was like, Princess, is this the new car? She said, yeah. And she just sat in and left. And like, I can't be, before, I used to be very upset because I was like, I'm your best friend. I told you everything. Why can't you tell me everything? Then I understood that that's how she is. Like, there was something else you did like that. There was the Sakura. I didn't know. I found out with you guys online. Like, I didn't know about it. I just saw that Princess has cut her hair on TikTok. And I was like,
when I was dating her, you found out 3 months later.
Yeah!
Mistakenly, I just said my partner, and that was how she found out.
Like, we'll just be having a random conversation, then she'll say, like the last time she was in my kitchen and she was like, have you seen the Sinners movie? And I was like, no, have you? Yeah, I went to watch it last week. Then I was like, Princess, you never go to the cinema alone. Who were you with? Who were you with?
I'm not conditioned to talk unless you ask me. Like, when you ask me, I say it. But if you've not asked me,
because I don't like, you should know me that I don't like probing into people's lives.
At least you should know me that I don't just stand up and be talking. Unless
Yeah,
you ask
but
me.
like, me too, if you've not told me, I won't come and ask you.
Hey, so now we have an understanding.
We don't have any understanding.
But we are coming to do sip or spill.
Okay.
So if you don't want to sip, you spill.
Okay.
Yeah. Name a model or influencer you think is all hype, no substance.
Please let me
Oh,
drink.
you said you spill. Spill.
Huh?
Yeah.
A model or influencer?
Yeah. In Ghana.
In Ghana? I don't even know the models. I don't know the influencers either.
You don't know the influencers.
Me, do I know any
You don't know your
influencer?
colleagues.
Me. Am I an influencer? I'm a corporate worker. I don't know what she speaks of.
They say like if you play and you drink all 5. Take one shot. Number 2.
Wow. Oh, this is not even that bad.
Okay, then what's the name of your ex? Your ex-boyfriend. It's not bad.
Princess, what's wrong with you?
What's your ex-boyfriend?
Why would you do that to me?
Sip or spill? Oh, why are you shy of his name?
I'll say it, Mike. Princess,
What?
do you care to tell the class why your last relationship ended?
My last relationship.
No, wait. Please scratch that. Are you in a relationship?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Why?
Do you care to tell us why it ended?
My previous
Yeah.
one. I just didn't think he was as honest as I would want him to be.
I hate you so much. Then let me ask you another one.
Why?
Tell us the secret ingredient in your hair care product.
Hey! Camel urine. AJ, Google camel urine. It's a very, very good hair.
Why did you have to say it?
Yeah, because that is one. You said ingredients, so I've given you one.
Camel, Google it. Have you ever turned down a brand because their vibe wasn't right, even
Yeah.
if the money was good, and why?
Yes. Some brands, you know, they are just coming to stress you out. Sometimes they are very unrealistic. They want you to do something so crazy, out of the box. Like sometimes in fact, there was this brand that, you know, the recent one that I had to tell them I don't want to do it anymore because they were stressing me out. Like you send what they want, then they'll come back and introduce something new in the brief, and it's like at this point you're frustrating me. You're acting like I don't have things doing with my life.
Have you ever had an issue with someone in the influencer industry? Who and why?
I'm supposed to mention the person.
Yeah, who and why?
Yeah. I've had an issue with our bloggers part. They are all influencers.
No.
Yes.
That's why
Yes,
they are
our bloggers part.
influencers. No, thank you.
What about YouTubers?
Okay,
Princess.
which YouTuber?
Okay. I really despise him because yeah, he insulted my mother once on Twitter.
Okay.
He said my mother was a whore, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, you've never met my mom before. And he used to come at me unnecessarily on social media. And I'm sure after this video he will go off again.
What
But hey,
happened? Why did he like? What? He
I don't
just
remember
happened.
what happened. I think it was one of those things where I probably tweeted something or said something. I don't know. And no, this particular one was when there was this woman who I said I wanted something. And she quoted my tweet and she said she can buy it for me or something. And I was like, oh no, thank you. I don't need it. Something along those lines. And people were like, I was being rude. And other people too were like, I wasn't being rude. I genuinely don't want it. So came to say that it is the Twitter people who have hyped this mate girl up. And he kept going off at me. Like he just kept saying, and he said, sign, kept saying that even my mother is an ashawo, like, you know, those things. Yeah, so I don't like him. Everybody, I don't know. It's basic knowledge that I don't like.
Rate your last talking stage from a scale of 1 to 10.
I've not had a talking stage.
Hey, I say yes. So your last.
I should rate it.
Yes.
2. Can you mention one of the names of your ex? And if you lie, I'll say that you're lying.
Oh, Nana.
Okay. Who is one influencer you don't like and why? I know the person, but you're asking me.
The person doesn't have clout. So if I mention the person will get clout.
You mentioned the person.
No, so I'll drink. I even drink 2.
You know what? Princess likes alcohol, so yeah.
Cheers to life.
Sorry, that was funny.
You know, sometimes people like put pit tests to get like
Yeah, against
try
each
to
other.
against each other. Has that ever made you feel some type of way at any point?
So honestly, sometimes it gets to me, but not because it's you, right? It gets to me that people undermine and downplay my hard work in the industry. If not for anything at all, there are several achievements that I have, you know, gained since this whole influencing thing started. So have you, and I'm like really proud of you. But I hate it when they compare us to each other because you know I'm an overthinker. Like everything aside, I'm an overthinker. So it makes me sometimes look at myself in some type of way that what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? But it has never made me feel any type of way about you.
But I feel like it's a valid human reaction to feel some type of way. Like the day when I spoke about there was this, how do I say, a concept I spoke about, and then we were working on the same brand, and then somebody from our management told you that the brand wanted you to do the same thing when I'd already told them about
Yeah.
and then I was annoyed about it. I feel like these kind of things are actually valid consent, whether it is me or anybody. It's okay to feel some type of way that but why would you say it? It doesn't matter. Like in that moment, it doesn't matter whether it is you. If it was anybody, I'll still be annoyed because at the end of the day, it's my idea.
Yeah.
And then you didn't even allow the person to tell you that, okay, I
What
also
they
want
want
to
to
do
do,
this or not. You literally just stole my idea. And it's even more annoying that you steal my idea to bring to my best friend. What's your aim?
And they
You
don't
get
even
it?
mention that, Princess actually thought of this.
Yeah.
They just come and say, we want you to do A, B, and C.
Or to say, okay, since you've already done your post, why don't we give this idea to Gisela? I honestly feel like if you see some kind of things, you know me, I don't care about these things. Like I don't really. But then again, I feel like it's valid if you feel some type of way at any point. I actually think about it. Like I always tell, like if anything happens like that, and then I'm with somebody, I tell the person that I feel Gisela thinks a lot. I feel like this and this and this and that. That's why I try to always make sure that to to say that people shouldn't compare us, because apart from me, it's still a valid concern. Like if you were supposed to get a gig and they brought it to me and you're annoyed, it's valid that you're annoyed. You're a human being, and then it's a normal reaction that.
Like when it comes to gigs, right? I don't care for it as much. It's not like I don't care, but I feel like when you get a gig, some way somehow I also enjoy. Like you have this whole thing going on, this show, and I'm here, right? And it's also going to boost my social media presence and that. But so me, when a gig comes and then they choose Princess over, I don't like, it's not painful, because one thing I've learned is like growing up is like when you're happy for people, you also get your blessings in different ways. Princess, I'm not broke. I feel like I'm really doing well for myself at my age. Like the things I've achieved are enough for me. I think I'm a very content person. So when, even at this point, if somebody brings a gig, like there's never been a time where you were chosen over me or somebody brought you a gig and I was like, oh my God, why wasn't it me? I never think like that, because usually after that, the way we celebrate each other, things keep coming to us. Do you get it? And then I think it's good for our friendship. But what gets to me is, for instance, we're in South Africa last year. We were on the bus going to Durban or Joburg or something. And I was asked to introduce myself, and I kept talking about myself. And then one lady just gets up and she's like, I think Princess is the reason why you became popular. That really got to me. And I instantly said, why? And it wasn't from a bad place against you. It was from, but why would you say that? Like, I get it. I don't know how it looks in people's eyes.
Yeah.
How I know my social media influencing started was from the breakup thing. But also you became popular before me. And you have helped me in several ways.
But it makes no sense.
So I just don't, like, I don't appreciate that comment. Meanwhile, I don't want to disregard your help and support over the years. And we've said it severally on our socials that we don't want people comparing us to each other, because you see the person comparing us, you look like, you know.
Yeah, like Paul's
us.
Ghana. You put Gisela a nice picture that we went to. Like,
And we're not even dressed alike.
Paul's Ghana, what again can I say? Like, sometimes people do something and I like you, then sometimes you be doing things I don't like. You put Gisela a nice outfit together and say, who wore it better?
Meanwhile, we're wearing different outfits.
Who wore what's better? She's wearing a corporate outfit. I'm wearing a silk outfit. What do you mean who wore it better? Wore what? Like, it makes no sense. It's like, you give me this shot and then give me this and tell me that which one is more pink. Are they?
And they can't keep discrediting both of us, our success and then our creativity in the industry. Because if not for anything, Princess, we've done so much. You and I, we've done so much individually and together. We've introduced so much. We've actually like shown more light to this whole influencer space. That's what I think. This whole YouTube thing, a lot of girls want to be influencers now, which is not a bad thing because of maybe how they've seen us live our lives.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've actually really ripped off this influencer thing, if you think about it. And it wasn't like that before we started. And we talk about it sometimes, like, hey, before we started, influencing wasn't like this, blah, blah, blah. And so we give influencing a, what's it called? A good name.
And it has become easier now too. Yeah.
Exactly. So I just think it's unfair that people do that, but that's just about it.
Well, I think we are both amazing.
Period, queen.
Let's cheers to that.
Wildest? Hangover story? That must have been recent. I remember that. So I think I went to a couple of parties in the same night. Ended up in a club at dawn. But at a point, I mean, other things were happening alongside the tipsiness, yeah? So by 4 a.m., I just feel something hit me like, whoosh. I had some chocolates, I had some cookies and some brownies, and I had a drink. I mean, it was just pure December fun. But at a point, I saw that I was not very stable. I didn't really read the label of the chocolate, but I think that chocolate must have had some marijuana in it. So mind you, I've been different places this night. I've been at a house party, I've been at a club party, I've been at my friend's birthday. And a lot of things happened there. So by 4 a.m. I was like, I think it's gonna be difficult for me to get home for the first time. As much in control as I am every time, I think this time is gonna be an exception. So I just got out of the club, got into my car, managed to use my muscle memory to drive to my home, and then enter the elevator Once I was in the elevator, I just knew I was gonna puke. I was like, this is the day where I puke, but thankfully it's not in public, you know. And then I got to my apartment, opened the door. Once I locked it behind me, I just crawled to the washroom and I just squatted at the washroom there, and then the rest is history. Okay, I guess I can describe this as a mistake. 2022, Dubai, we're living our best lives. We're living some of the best lives we've ever lived. Our rooms are great, our balconies are large, the champagne is unlimited. We're just balling out. You have jet skis, boat rides, best restaurants. You're having a good time here. So we are bored. After 24 hours, you're like, you've had everything you want. You've had champagne, you have helicopters, you have every service you want now. You're bored. You're looking for something new to do here. So we are at the pool at our hotel, at the 5 actually. And we look at the 25th floor, I think. And my friend and I decide, what do you think is happening there? He asked me the question. He knows I'm curious. He's like, what do you think is happening there? I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a private party thing with wonderful girls. Maybe you want to see it. It's like, yeah, you want to see it. But in that hotel, you can't access a floor that you don't live on. I was on the 7th floor. You only have access to that. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? we will try to get up there. Yeah. Was like, okay, ready. We're like, mind you, we're like holding huge Magnum champagne, you know, Moët Chandon, the big ones. We are drunk. We are happy. We're entertaining. We are sharing drinks at the pool. We are happy. We're like, you know what? Let's try to see what's happening up there. And so we made a bad decision. Took the stairs, 24 flights. We took the stairs. We were going up there. We got to 16. We took a rest. We went up. We got to 24. Just hoping that, you know what? We're going to sneak in through the staircase and we're going to see what's going on there. And then I was the first person who grabbed the door and it didn't open. The door didn't open. So we're disappointed. We sat there on the 24th floor on the stairs and we laughed for about 30 minutes before we took our journey back downstairs. That was a mistake. We shouldn't have walked up there. It was. Who in Ghana throws the best events? My friend Kojo Sobo, EMY Africa. It's really good stuff every time. Last weekend we were at his birthday party. It's really good. Solid, fantastic. Keep it up, mate. Cheers. I'm sure there are parties I don't go to, but I've experienced some really incredible parties, man. Check this out. I'm an MC on a Monday. I get a booking. The booking has been paid for. It's really it's a good booking for a Monday, you know. I get this booking. My agent tells me, I look at the bill, it's been paid. I'm like, okay, it's a Monday. What could possibly happen? Maybe I'm like, is it a corporate event? They said no. I was like, okay. We went there. Got into the party, I saw a ton of women. Like 100 women. Beautiful, middle-aged, you know those women. And I was like, it's a Monday. What could possibly be happening here? And I'm the MC, so I went to the program, you know. We started partying. And I was just curious enough to say, you know what, let me go around and ask where people are from. In this Ghana here, they're like, this is like an eclectic collection of women from across the world who have businesses, who are rich, who are living life, decided to party on a Monday, and I hosted it. I was really happy about the party. I still have a few clips from there, where one woman came in front of the camera and split her legs out. It was pretty decent. It was wild. It was super wild. It was good. I liked it.